I do have a for real game, Evan. Do you want to play a for real game?
Of course I do.
It is called Superbeast.
Oh, yay.
Superbeast.
All right.
You ready, man?
Superbeast.
Superbeast. Cool. And if you haven't heard this before, I've got a list of animals, and we're gonna endow these animals with superpowers, and we're gonna pit them against a normal superhero and see who comes out on top.
They will become well-endowed animals.
Yeah, it's depending on if it's a giraffe or something.
Yeah.
And I went through the old ones. We've done this a number of times. This is like the 4th time. You want to know what the record, but for the Super Beast versus Superhuman?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's the fatal flaw we found in this game.
I don't know if it's a fatal flaw.
I don't know. If you give a fucking honey badger the Riddler's powers, for example, he's really just slightly smarter than the average honey badger. And you pit him against a superhero, he's not going to fare very well. Also, if a superhero can't beat an animal with an animal's intelligence, it just also happens to have powers, not much of a superhero. So let's just say, in my opinion anyway, and feel free to disagree, listening audience.
Oh.
The heroes, I think, are pretty strong in the showing right now.
And the record shows it because it's like 5-19 or something. They're not doing great, but
today might be their comeback.
it might be the day that skews the whole thing.
So let's get going.
All right, so we will start with a superhero.
Stop.
Batman.
Excellent.
All right,
Who can really beat anyone?
he can, theoretically. But I've got 1 through 18 and 1 through 18. Here we go.
2.
All right, okay, 2 versus.
7.
2 with a. Holy Lord. Okay, so we have Batman versus a tiger with the powers of Galactus.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh wow! A tiger that can eat worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Does he eat them like a tiger does? That would be fucked up.
Yeah, he pounces on him.
It's just a big tiger out in space. Pounces on a planet.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the moon, and then he jumps on the Earth.
Yeah, you see here's the space tiger stalking his prey.
Now, I know how the Fantastic Four movie Galactus ate the world. It kind of dusted. It turned it into dust and sucked it all up.
Yeah, because he's stupid.
Yeah. But how does regular Galactus...
He has a machine. In the comics, he has a gigantic machine that basically breaks down the molecular structure of the planet. Because he's not that big. He's not so big that he could just take a chunk out of a planet like it was an apple.
Right.
He's as tall as like a building.
Yeah.
But he has a machine that breaks down the planet and feeds him all its minerals and all its juices.
All the nutrients. So outside of, he could destroy the actual Earth that Batman is standing on. How does he kill Batman, though?
I mean, he could squish him. I mean, it's a giant tiger, basically. That's what it boils down to. Because, really, the powers of Galactus, he has the cosmic rays and things like that. But, I don't think that this tiger could actually eat a planet because it would involve machinery that I don't think any tiger would be smart enough to understand. Well, but you still have a giant tiger who has, cosmic rays that come out of his eyes and shit.
Okay.
Galactus is massively powerful.
Yeah.
So, I hate to say it. Maybe this is the comeback for the animals, but Galactiger, beats Batman.
What'd you say?
I know.
Wow.
It
All
hurt
right.
me a little bit to say it.
All right. Let's do round 2.
Stop.
All right. I think we've got Thor versus. All right. Give me some number.
5.
5
and 10.
And 10.
Is this where the game turns back around, Jason?
We'll see. So we have Thor.
Thor now. Let's just talk about Thor for a second.
Talk about Thor.
He is a demigod.
Yes.
He has immense power.
Yeah.
He flies. He can call down lightning. He's super strong. He's vulnerable. Against what, Jason?
Against a vampire bat.
Oh.
With the powers of Animal Man.
So it's a vampire bat that can turn into another animal?
Hell yeah, it can.
Would
Any animal.
any animal, like a vampire bat, but this is the problem. It's still a vampire bat, though. It has the intelligence of a vampire bat.
Right, so it could turn into a human, but it's a human with the powers of with the
With the intelligence of a vampire bat.
Yeah.
So it's a human that tries in vain to fly until it realizes that it can't.
But it's not going to turn into a human. I mean, that human doesn't have any claws or any kind of fighting.
So, and with Animal Man, it's like whatever animal he turns into, it's not an enhanced version of that animal. If Animal Man turns into a bear, it's still just a bear.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be afraid of a bear coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to give Thor much of a problem.
Does Thor know what bears are?
Me gods, what is this giant fanged creature?
Look at this dog.
Dude, that is exactly what he would do. He would take it home to be his dog. Oh, I've got to house train this giant dog
And then, but he...
for Asgard.
Okay, how about this? And I'm not saying Thor is dumb, but he's like, he doesn't know Earth all that well.
No.
What if it's like, Gadzooks, this bad, or this giant dog turned into a flying little dog? You know, and from like he's, would he be?
I'll crush it with my hammer that has massive power.
No, but he's like, this, what sorcery is this? And he like, maybe he has a little more respect for this animal. You know, he's like, it could transform.
But
And
we're talking
then-
about pitting them against each other in a fight.
Right, and then he fights them. What happens?
And then he crushes them with his giant hammer.
What if he turns into like a small animal and doesn't get hit? Like a small, fast mouse.
Now we're pitting Thor against a mouse.
I just want to know who wins, Evan.
Well, what's the definition of wins? If he turns into a mouse and then runs away and simply doesn't die,
No, he can't run
does
away.
Does that translate to victory?
No, it's to the
How?
D. It's to the D. It's always been to the D.
All right. Well, how does any animal defeat Thor? As
Can-
long as it's not Galactus-Tiger.
Can Thor get the hantavirus?
He's a demigod. I'm going to say no.
Oh, okay.
Demigods have a great white blood cell count.
Can Thor like what if he gets bit by a snake? Is the same kind of principle. He
He
can't
would
get.
just beg Loki to suck out the poison. Come here, brother.
He'd like yeah.
Suck my elbow. My Asgardian elbow.
What if he turned into a blue whale?
Ooh, Thor would win.
All right, Thor wins. That's fine.
Because even if Thor couldn't necessarily best him in a physical match, just a straight physical match, then he just call down fucking lightning out of the sky to fry the thing's brain.
That's true.
And again, does a vampire bat know what a whale is? To turn into.
Yeah, what does a bat know to turn into? It would turn into
a bat.
another bat. He'd just morph into a bat and then back into a bat.
He would just poof and then poof right back, and he'd be the exact same thing that he was.
Yeah. Oh, have we done Storm?
No, we have not.
Okay, Storm.
Storm, again, borderline demigod. She can control the weather. She can call up a tornado, a hailstorm, lightning storm.
That's true.
She can do a lot. And I'll say 3
Okay.
and 18.
3 and 18. Oh, I like this. 3 and 18. So Storm versus a King Cobra Snake with the powers of Brainiac.
So a really smart cobra.
Like a really smart cobra.
Like a totally he's, for a cobra, he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Is he as smart as Brainiac? Or is he just really smart for a cobra?
Well, what's the exponential factor from human to Brainiac? Although Brainiac's not even human, he's like an alien guy.
He's an android. He's basically an all-powerful android.
Okay.
So, but he is, he's called Brainiac.
He's called Brainiac. He's the smartest of all these things.
He's like the smartest thing in the universe.
Yeah.
Does that mean the cobra is now the smartest thing in the universe?
Of all the animals, at least it's the smartest of all the animals.
The smartest animal.
I don't know what that means. Look, all right, you know how there's monkeys.
I think it's smart enough to comprehend that it's about to die.
Yeah.
from a tornado.
Now, okay, so it's smart, but what are the powers of Brainiac, this android? Can he shoot things? Can he build things? Can he?
You know, Brainiac has been through so many forms. I remember back in like the 80s, he wouldn't even look anything close to human. He was this big hulking robot that I do think had some powers, like could shoot rays out of his hands. Problem is, snakes don't have arms.
I know.
Or legs.
I know. It's the only animal, like, he's trapped in his own shell of a body.
He's just a really smart cobra.
Yeah.
So I'm envisioning this scenario where all of a sudden, it's just a regular little king cobra is just, you know, slithering around his home, and then all of a sudden, and he's slightly smarter than a regular cobra.
Yeah.
He's now all of a sudden the smartest animal on the planet, let's just say, which makes him smarter than a doll. You could teach him tricks. You could get him to bring you a ball underwater if you wanted to.
Well, now we're talking. Yeah, you're right.
And then Storm would come up and go, wow, that is a smart king cobra. Lightning, hail, tornado, and that cobra's dead. And she wears a skin as a necklace.
All right.
And then she goes back to the X-Men. And it's just like, I just did battle with the smartest cobra I've ever met. And then they're all like, all right, what do you want for dinner? It's like, this is not impressive at all.
Okay. Well, I'm going to step up. I'm going to see if Fates step up the animals on this one. So give me a...
I don't know that you're ever going to get better than Galactus-Tiger.
I know. That's pretty fucking great. So tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, we got Nick Fury.
Oh, okay.
Versus what numbers?
1 and 9.
Okay. Well, we have Nick Fury versus, speaking of earlier, a grizzly bear.
Okay. Now that's something.
Right?
Yeah.
With the powers and abilities of Kingpin.
He's a really good... He's got good business sense, that grizzly bear.
Yeah, he's not going to get duped.
In the animal world, he is ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
And he will... I mean, Kingpin is very strong.
He'll cut your thumb claw off.
It would be stronger than the average bear.
And Kingpin is strong, you know.
He's very strong. So he's very large.
You take the jump from a human to Kingpin strength to a grizzly bear to up to a...
And in the grizzly bear world, he's like a mobster that you just don't fuck with.
He gets respect. He can get people to do stuff.
Yeah, other grizzlies are constantly like laying their raw meat at his feet.
Yeah, he's got so much raw meat.
Yeah. He's got the biggest cave because he can just stand in front of his cave window and look out on everything that he owns, on all of Hell's Kitchen.
Smokes a cigar.
I mean, now we're getting a little silly.
So who wins? Nick Fury versus Kingpin Grizz.
I mean,
this one's...
It's a little tough in that the bear would be so much stronger than Nick Fury. Because Kingpin is stronger than Nick Fury.
Yeah.
But Nick Fury, I mean, he's pretty resourceful. He's got a lot of guns. I mean, he knows what to do with a gun.
That's true. It's not like Nick Fury isn't also in charge of people.
Yeah. But he also is a military tactician.
Right.
And he knows a lot about weaponry.
And
he's a tough dude. And, he has, android copies of himself everywhere.
Well, we're not using those.
Why not? That's part of Nick Fury's backstory.
Right, but this is like Nick Fury just, mono.
Just hanging out in the woods, and all of a sudden Kingpin Bear comes on.
Yeah, here's the scenario. Nick Fury's out camping.
By himself, as you do.
As you do. And I'll even give him this. He's those hammock tents?
Yeah.
Where it's off the ground?
Yeah.
He's in a hammock tent.
So Kingpin Bear can't get to him.
No, I mean, he can stand up and touch him, but he's just not touching the ground. Think it out, man.
What? I'm going to give the animals one. Let's just say the bear gets lucky because he is ultra strong and pulls a revenant on him and just rips him apart.
I like it.
So, yeah, let's give one to the Kingpin Bear.
I feel like you're just giving it to him.
Yeah, I really am.
9 times. How many times out of 10 would this happen?
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty even, to be totally honest. Like, if the bear gets the element of surprise, maybe, and Nick Fury... Does Nick Fury have his guns? He kind of has to.
He's got a gun.
He doesn't go anywhere without his guns.
But damn it, he's still only got one eyeball. That doesn't change.
Okay.
Can't go ahead and give Nick Fury 2 eyeballs all of a sudden.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, let's say the bear.
Kingpin Bear. All right. All right. Give me. Tell me to stop.
Stop.
All right. We got War Machine. Good old War Machine. You know. Versus. Give me some stuff.
Let's say 6 and 11.
6 and 11. Now we're talking. This one's kind of evenly matched, in my opinion. We have the War Machine versus an Anaconda with the powers of Punisher.
He's good with guns?
Yep. And he's from Miami.
His family died. That's basically what you could do with the Anaconda. Because he can't hold a gun. He can't shoot a gun.
I put so many animals with no hands on this list.
He's an angry Anaconda. Oh, he's so bitter about his family dying. And he wants to take out all his rage and aggression on a man in the most advanced body armor ever seen with weaponry that you can't even imagine. Let's just even stick to just the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
War Machine's got like little missiles in his shoulder. That's like his last resort, kind of like, ooh, this is the fun weapon. I've got missiles. And this Anaconda's like, oh man, my family died. I'm so angry. I'm going to take all my rage out on all the Anaconda villains in my world.
Well, and the Anaconda's wearing a Hawaiian shirt too. Don't forget that.
Why would the Anaconda wear a Hawaiian shirt?
All my Punisher comics, he's in Miami with a Hawaiian shirt.
So that one Punisher comic you have?
No, it's used in there a couple times.
No, we need to have the Anaconda in a skull shirt. If we're doing the Punisher.
Oh yeah, he's also in a skull shirt.
Why was Hawaiian shirt the first thing you went to for the Punisher?
The comic that's coming to mind, it's him like running through a house trying to kill bad guys in a Hawaiian shirt, man.
You're thinking of that Thomas Jane movie when his family got killed at the beginning.
I'll show you the comic book. I'll bring it next time.
Okay, but that is not the iconic picture of the Punisher. I don't know why that's what you go to first. The harbinger of death and doom for all evil, also just likes to party a little bit on the side.
Yeah. He also looks like your boss's friend when you go to parties.
I'm seeking vengeance and a good margarita.
Okay. But also...
All right, evil. How low can you go?
But okay, so none of the gun things work? Like
He's got a mouth, I guess. He's got a tail that could maybe wrap itself around a trigger, but that would be the worst, like, aiming. Like, again.
Yeah, a tail's a finger. It's like a big finger, and all you need to
He's got one gun.
He's got one gun.
Let's just say.
Let's give him one gun.
Okay, he's got one gun against War Machine. A man in nigh impenetrable armor.
All right, hold on. Here's a scenario.
All right, War Machine's just kind of hanging out.
He's just camping.
Yeah, he's camping.
He's in the suit.
In a hammock.
Wait. No, he's out of the suit. He's camping. You know,
now, that's not fair. He's not War Machine if he's not in the suit.
But he doesn't sleep in the suit.
Okay, fine.
That's true. There's a moment where War Machine, he's got to take a leak. He's got to take the suit off.
You're pushing the scenario to give the animal the advantage in any way you possibly can. But at some point, if we're going to have a War Machine versus Anaconda battle, he has to get into the suit. That would be like saying, it's Iron Man 4 featuring Tony Stark just hanging out for an hour and a half.
Hey, that's what Iron Man 3 was all about.
He was in the suit a little bit.
He had his hands, that's it.
At least he was in the suit a little bit.
No, but here's the scenario, you know? And this could happen just as easily as all the other scenarios, all right?
Sure.
Anacondas, they creep at night, all right?
Do they?
Yeah, that's when they come out.
Or do they lie in wait, just hoping someone's going to like come into close to them and they can attack?
Either way, it's nighttime.
Sure.
Either way, nighttime.
They lie in swamps and shit, waiting for somebody to step on them, and then they're like, "Oh, I got you."
Right. And Don Cheadle, he's sleeping in the jungle. So Don Cheadle walks around, takes a leak. Snake gets a Punisher. Snake's like, oh shit, and he starts slithering towards Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
And then he ends up slithering inside the War Machine suit. So now he's in the suit, and he's good with guns. All you gotta do is hit some buttons.
Wait.
What happens?
So now the Anaconda knows how to work the War Machine suit?
Well, he knows how to like
So it's
push.
really an Anaconda in a suit versus Rhodey.
Who wins?
If the Anaconda's in the suit and actually knows how to work it.
Well, he's
I just get this picture of a suit, though, like limping through the fucking forest because he can only work like one leg at a time. It's like, I've got you now, War Machine. Clomp, 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 clomp. Oh! And the suit falls over.
Falls face down in the mud.
He's like, can you give me a hand?
He just can't get out.
Ugh, this is embarrassing. No. War Machine has to be in the suit fighting the Anaconda.
Wait, how'd that? Well, there was a real live situation of this. Remember the
Of a guy in a suit fighting the Anaconda?
Sorta. The guy in the suit got ate by an anaconda
No,
on
he
his
didn't
own
even
volition.
get all the way eaten.
What happened? How'd that end up?
Like the snake got its mouth like kind of around his head, and then it's basically
In the
he was
clutches.
like, "This is way worse than I ever thought it would be. This needs to stop." So they stopped it. He never actually got eaten by the anaconda. And I have seen a lot of documentaries about this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anacondas actually probably couldn't eat an adult male, mainly because of our shoulders. It would be way too hard for them to get their mouths over our shoulders.
Yeah, I can. That'd be tough.
So, you ask me, in the epic battle of War Machine versus a snake who's just really angry about his snake family being murdered, clumsily lobbing around a gun with his tail.
Yeah.
And again, Punisher isn't really that much smarter than the average person. He's a good tactician.
Yeah.
But he's ruthless. That's his big strength. Is he's just like, fuck you. He's
got nothing to lose.
He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jason. I kind of have to go with the guy in the armor who has every sort of weapon imaginable.
That's sad to hear, but
So
War Machine wins.
War Machine wins. The animals are still not faring
Yeah,
all that
it's like
well.
1 out of 5 on that.
But
That's about the
speaking
average.
of
Yeah.
superheroes,